Bullying has been identified as a psychological issue that requires attention and sensitization, especially among young people, as bullying cases have been recorded in numerous schools across Nigeria without much attention given to remedies and sensitization against this behavior. In a bid to tackle early bullying behavior and violence among teenagers and adolescents, the Environmental Defenders Network, EDEN, in collaboration with Equality Development and Research Center, EDR Center, organized an anti-bullying training for secondary school students, which held at Deeper Life High School, Benin Campus, Edo State, where teachers and students were trained on how to recognize bullying behaviors among students, the need to speak up, and to accommodate bullying complaints from students. Executive Director of EDR Center, Mrs. Masha Nwane, stated that the anti-bullying training was organized to inculcate the culture of tolerance, mutual respect, diplomacy, and love amongst the children of the school, with the aim of eradicating all forms of bullying in the society, starting from the early stages, which is the secondary school level. In her lecture to the students, Mrs. Nwane described school bullying in Nigeria as a pressing issue that affects the well-being and education of countless young people.
There are a litany of issues that could cause children to bully. It could be peer pressure, it could be inferiority complex, it could be just an emulation of what they see at home on constant basis. It could be a quest for attention. As much as there are so many things that could lead a child to tolerate bullying, and tomorrow they come out to the society with issues, different mental issues. You see someone that is good looking, that speaks so well, that is eloquent, and at the end of the day, that person doesn't seem to be productive. Why? Because there is an innate inferiority complex growing somewhere, and it all starts from now. This training is just to inculcate the culture of tolerance, mutual respect, diplomacy, and love amongst the children of this school.
While addressing the teachers on how to spot bullying behavior and the need to give a listening ear to students who have issues to report, Mrs. Nwane also shared anti-bullying affirmations for teachers to absorb into their daily learning activities, as these affirmations and indoctrination against bullying will shape the daily lives of the students within and outside the school environment. Also speaking at the event, the principal of the school, Mr. Banji Akiode, appreciated the organizations for the initiative of tackling bullying among young people. According to him, understanding the characteristics of bullying behaviors as well as the traits of those who bully and those who are bullied can provide valuable insight for creating a safer and more supportive environment for students.
Who seems left out? Try to understand how they feel and take a step to include them. Empathy helps us connect and understand each other. Number 2, courage. It takes courage to understand and to stand up against bullying, whether it's happening to you or to someone else. Speaking up or reporting what you see to a trusted adult can make a big difference.
On his part, the executive director of EDEN, Barrister Chima Williams, stated that bullying has been an issue in Nigeria at various levels, especially in schools, offices, workplaces, among youths, and almost every angle of today's society. According to him, as a parent, the protection of our children is paramount, hence the need to eradicate all forms of violence and bullying behaviors in secondary schools as a bedrock of ensuring unity, love, and coexistence among students.
We know that the issue of bullying has become, a cerebral issue in Nigeria at various levels. The workplace bullying, office bullying, school environment bullying, youth bullying, student to student, bullying. So we all need to join hands, to redirect the minds of our younger ones, not to imbibe the same culture that some of us saw, but didn't take, serious interest in correcting it. So we think that it is a normal thing to just happen, for students to punish students, bully them, for parents to bully their children, for colleagues to bully each other in the workplace, because that is even the worst of it all, especially for those that are at a higher level in their organizations. Bullying lowers cadre of staff, so we think that it will be a good thing for us to join voices and join forces to draw attention to the ugliness of every bully, okay, and then to see if we can change our society by catching them young.
Some students and teachers who attended the trainings had this to say.
What I gained is that it is not good to bully, and also should be supportive to the people that are bullied.
From the training of today, I've learned that bullying is a repeated pattern of continuously targeting somebody, having any form of violence, maybe verbal, maybe physical. It may also be social, it can be cyber. There are different forms and there are different ways of bullying. It can lead to different things. There are so many people right now in the world that what happened to them in the past are affecting them right now in the future. So I'll try to discourage bullying and encourage the person being bullied to always try and stand up for himself and not feel inferior. That I gained that we should not always be bystanders, that we should stand up for people and not let people bring us down and strip off our self-esteem.
I think maybe I can do more than just be a bystander and just look from the outlines, and rather try to help whoever I see. They may be being bullied by their classmates or even by people that are elderly than them. Try to speak out and even report to the higher authority.
There are other forms that take the shape of bullying, but not actually bullying. For example, when some students feel they have a right to take, things from other students, maybe like when they are eating or maybe sharing of midday meal. So we try to make sure that we curtail that so that it will not metamorphose into full-scale bullying. And two, there are also some students too, academically, they feel they are more intelligent than others, so they use it to their own advantage, and it is to the detriment of the other students.
Bullying is an act that is to be frowned upon because it damages a lot in a child's life. In the aspect of self-esteem, it causes inferiority complex too, that when the child grows up, the child will find it difficult to adapt in society. So it is something that needs to be checked at an early stage that the children are presently.
The training also featured role play of bullying scenarios by the students and the distribution of anti-bullying diaries where students can document their acts of good deeds as anti-bullying ambassadors. Elvira Jordan, reporting for Brighter Brand TV.